Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 43 of the Pichu London Cup Series. Today is the day. It is All-Star Race Weekend here at Texas Motor Speedway. We're going to kick things off with the All-Star Open. It has all the drivers that have not won this season, and of course several part-time drivers are also in this field as well. So for the open format, there's going to be 3 stages. The first 2 stages are each going to run 20 laps, and the final stage will be caution-free with 10 laps because I can't obviously make only green flag laps count in this game. So I'm going to try to do the best I can to make this as competitive as possible with limitations in this game. So 3 stages, first 2 are 20 laps each. And the last stage is going to be 10 laps with no cautions, so they can go all in, all out in the final stage for those final spots into the All-Star race. The stage winners will all advance over to the All-Star race itself, and there will be no other drivers that will be moving on from the All-Star Open into the All-Star race in another way. So you just have to win the stage and you're in to the next round. So basically all you have to do is just win and you're in to the All-Star race. Anyway, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Open here tonight. As our pole setter, the field is determined randomly, by the way, so its starting lineup is randomized, of course, in the All-Star Open, and Dmitry Baranovsky starts on the pole in the All-Star Open. Alongside him will be the 43 of Claire Richardson. In row 2 is Kyle Gordon and Matt Gomes, and Steve Morgan and Coda Butcher in row 3. Joseph Romanuk and Christian Vargas in row 4, and Niall O'Hare and Quentin Moore in row 5. In row 6 has Billy Bishop and Garrett Albertson, and David Aline and Alex Hawkins in row 7. Nicky Maxwell, Connor Breton in row 8. Quinn Porter and Isaiah Bernesh in row 9. In row 10 is Stewie Moore and John Andrews. Row 11 has Darian Town and Wyatt Thomas. Row 12 has Forrest E. Mars and Ryan Durrani. In row 13 is Colin Francis and Ryan Durrani. And then the rest of the field, Maxwell Smart and Daniel Bouchard. And Foster Henderson and Pichu, who won last year's All-Star race here at Texas. And finally, Luke and Leia Walker are also in the field in the All-Star Open, all trying to make it into the All-Star race itself. And it should be a fun night here at Texas. Again, the first 2 stages are 20 laps each, and the final stage will be 10 laps with no cautions. So it's going to make things a lot interesting. It's going to encourage a lot of competitive racing to get into those 3 spots in the All-Star race. Only 3 spots given to the stage winners will move on to the All-Star race as the green flag waves in the All-Star Open. First lap's going to go to Dmitry Baranovsky. Quinn Moore's going to try to look low on the bottom for the position. Oh, Steve Morgan is into the wall. Steve Morgan just went up into the wall. There's a crash behind, and the yellow's going to come out. Steve Morgan just went up into the wall. He spins, and a handful of cars are collected. Let's take a look at that wreck. It looks like that 13 car of Joseph Romanuk got into the 78 of Steve Morgan right up into the wall. And then they try to save it, and then they crash one another. And there you see Stewie Moore spinning around. Quinn Porter also spins as well. A big crash in the back. And that brings out our first caution of the race. Oh man, handful of cars involved, all wrecked. But they'll be back out for another chance in the second stage because there's no DNFs here in the All-Star Open. So anyway, back to the green. Steve Morgan is going to be back later on. He's going to have to repair all the damage, though, he has to his car. See if he will make a comeback here. Anyway, back to the green flag on lap 7 as Dmitry Baranovsky's in the lead, trying to get into the first of 3 spots in the All-Star race. And we're back to the green here at Texas. Double zero of Christian Vargas into second spot. And now there comes Kota Butcher in the third spot. And now Kota Butcher's into the second spot. Here he comes. Kota Butcher in the second. Christian Vargas is still hanging on to second place, though. He is still hanging on to the second spot. There you see the 38 of Matt Gomes also trying to make his move into the top 5. All that matters is the first position. That is all that matters here in this race. All that matters is that very first position. Christian Vargas goes down low and into the race lead. Can he take the lead from Dmitry Baranovsky? Looks like he can. With a halfway through the first stage here in the All-Star Open. Got the lead. Now Matt Gomes in second. And Billy Bishop is in the third spot. Connor Breen also following in the top 5. 10 laps to go next time by. Halfway through here in stage number 1 of the Open. And the first of 3 spots up for grabs into the All-Star race. Oh, wow, Matt Gomes trying to get to the bottom, and he's going to try to take the lead. Let's see if the 38 can clear him. Down to the bottom. He's got it. 38 leads. Here comes Bishop, though, to look low as well. Can he make that move into the front? As we go into lap 12 here in the All-Star Open, the first segment, first stage. Billy Bishop leading this first segment right now. Connor Breton right behind. Niall O'Hare also following in the order. Here comes Breton. Can he make that move to the lead? Can Connor Breton make that move into the front? And we got 8 laps to go. Breton into the lead. Niall O'Hare is running in second spot. Look at them all packed up now. 3 wide in the middle. Connor Breton's got a good run on the bottom line. And here comes a 3 Maxwell Smart. Is in the second. Can he keep it? Can he keep it? Oh, they're real close now. 3 wide behind them, and here comes a 3 of Maxwell Smart. Is he going to make it in? Is he going to make the move on Breton? He's got his teammate right behind him. Can his teammate help out? Oh, looks like teammate's up on the high line, so he's not going to be able to help the 3 out. To the bottom. Can he get that move? They're sliding right now in the final laps here in the first stage. Maxwell Smart continues to lead. Ryan Durante is now taking second spot away. Can he catch the 3? 5 to go in the All-Star Open's first stage. It's going to be for the first spot to advance into the All-Star race. Can he make that move to the front? Can the 3 car hang on to get that first spot in the All-Star race? Here we go, 4 to go here at Texas. Here comes Durrani, though, into second spot. Can he catch up? Three laps to go here at Texas. Will he catch up now? 3 to go at Texas. Ryan Durrani and Maxwell Smart battling it out for the first spot into the All-Star race. And now 2 laps to go next time by as Maxwell Smart's been trying to hang on to that lead. And there's some lap cars ahead. Oh, this could be interesting. Lap cars in the final laps in stage 1. Could they play a factor? Because we have 2 to go. Really fast approaching the lap cars. Are they going to play a factor in this first stage? It's between Maxwell Smart and Ryan Durrani for the first spot to advance in the All-Star race. Here comes Durrani on the bottom. Can he make the move as we come to the white flag in stage 1? Durrani trying to make the right move at the right time into the 2 turns. Durrani's got the 3. Can he hold off the lap traffic, though? Into the final corner. Lap traffic ahead. They're both blocking both lines. Here they come. Final corner into the first stage. Who's going to get there? 00 trying to catch it, but the 18's going to get the first spot into the All-Star race. And the 18, Ryan Durrani, was able to hold on and move on to the All-Star race. The lap cars were slowing them down the final lap, but the 18 was able to hold on and win and get to the first of 3 spots into the All-Star race. Ryan Durrani has raced his way into the All-Star race. So the first spot is complete, and Ryan Durrani makes his way into the All-Star race with that first stage win. So here are the results from stage 1 of 3 here in the All-Star Open. And we're about to continue with the second stage coming up. Alrighty, guys, we're back here in the All-Star Open. It's stage number 2, another 20-lap stage coming up to determine our second driver into the All-Star race. The first one, of course, was Ryan Durrani in the 18, and now let's see who is going to join him in the All-Star race coming up here at Texas. So the lineup again for segment 2 was the finishing order for segment 1, except, of course, the leader will be in the back. So the runner-up is going to be the one on the pole, and that's Christian Vargas, and he will lead us to the greenback again. We are back underway here in the All-Star Open. Double Zero is up and running. No, not surprising. The 00 Christian Vargas up and running already on the first lap. Just the beginning, though, as you see Connor Breton's going to go on the bottom for the lead. Can the 21 take it away? In the second lap here at Texas. Here comes Matt Gomes into the lead. He goes. Can Matt Gomes hold on for the lead? And he will get there. Right now he has the lead in front. Into lap number 3 now is Matt Gomes trying to hang on over the 51 Kyle Gordon. There's Niall O'Hare. There's John Andrews. A lot of big names in the Open all trying to make it into the All-Star race. To the 4th lap. As you see, the 14 goes on the bottom for second. Niall O'Hare is going to take second spot now, and he's going to try to catch Matt Gomes. John Andrews right behind him on the bumper. He's trying to bump him out of the way here. Looks like the 5 might be able to do so here on this corner. Coda Butcher on the bottom. Can he make that move too? Can Coda Butcher make it? Yes, he can. Lap number 5. Here we go. And here we go as John Andrews takes second spot from the 99 and 14. And Matt Gomes is right now in front. And now we see the 5 car trying to close in on the 38. 5 trying to lock himself into the All-Star race. So is the 48. His teammate is in the top 5. Can Allison Rain make her move into the All-Star race? Here she comes. 48 car trying to get the lead, trying to get to the top 5. Meantime, though, John Andrews is going for the lead, and he takes it away from Matt Gomes. There's that 5 car in the lead right now, and we are into lap number 7. There you see 38 Gomes back again. He wants the lead again. Coda Butcher behind him as well. He's trying to win a stage to advance as well. Can the 99 team make it through? Here comes Butcher. For the lead again for Matt Gomes. He looks on the low line, but Matt Gomes able to hold him off for now. So 38 keeping it strong, holding him off. Number 8 car goes on the bottom. Here he comes into the second spot. Here comes Daniel Bouchard out of nowhere. How about the 8 car also trying to make his way to the bottom lane? Can Daniel Bouchard get that second spot away? Yes, he can. So almost halfway through the All-Star race. Ooh, they're getting loose. Oh, boy. Getting real loose now. And the caution is out again on lap 9. We have a crash. Oh, the 2 part-timers have wrecked. Joseph Romanuk and Cullen Francis. And they'll race back to the line. And here comes the 8. Can he take the lead under caution? And looks like he will. Just in the nick of time. I think there was another wreck in front of them. Oh, no, Alex Hawkins around. Alex Hawkins just spun, racing back to the caution. Oh, my goodness. You saw the mark, and you could see the marks that caused the wreck early on, and no, there was no wreck in front of them until the 20 was spun. Oh my goodness, the 20 car just spun. He got into Steve Moore. No, I think the 52 Wyatt Thomas, I should say. And Coda Butcher just took him out in that final corner, racing to the caution. Big crash on the 20. He goes around, racing back to the line. Oh man, what a crash there for the 20. But he is going to be alright. And he is going to hopefully come back and try again in the final stage. But the caution flag came out because the 2 cars wrecked out. As you see, there's the caution right here. Joseph Romanuk right in the middle with Leia Walker. Gets into contact with Cullen Francis. Ooh, big hit. And Darian Tan got hit as well. The 53 was also hit in that corner. Tough break for those 2 as they'll be back in the final stage, of course. As there's no DNFs here in the All-Star Open. Francis and Romanuk both are pretty much out of it for now, but they could still come back in the final stage and make a huge comeback. We shall see, though. But we're back to the green with coming to 5 to go. Hawkins is also going to wait until the final stage to get back into the game, as he's also wrecked tremendously. 5 laps to go, and look at Daniel Bouchard with a big lead. Will the 8 car hold on? And there's Wyatt Thomas in the second spot. John Andrews, Matt Gomes, top 5 right now. There's Billy Bishop behind him. All trying to catch the 8 car. The 8 car just ran away with it, and he's trying to hold on for the next few laps. Matt Gomes got to run on the high line. He's got to get a good draft from the 5 John Andrews, but now Andrews wants the second spot. Just 4 to go in stage 2. And there's Andrews. Second spot goes to the 5. Can he catch the 8 car in time? It's going to be an intense final couple laps here in the second stage in the All-Star race. Open, I should say. All-Star Open. 3 to go. Final in the second stage in the All-Star Open. Who will join Ryan Durrani among the drivers advancing to the All-Star race? John Andrews closing in on the 8. He might have a chance here. Oh, Niall O'Hare nearly loose. Oh, no, he has an issue. The 14's on the apron. Niall O'Hare's on the apron. And he has a tire go down in the final laps of stage number 2. Niall O'Hare with a tire going down. A huge blow for the 14's chances to advance. His tire goes down with 2 to go. And looks like the 14 will have to work extra hard to get back into the front for the final stage. A tough break for the 14 team. Final lap here at stage 2 in the All-Star Open is going to be either Daniel Bouchard or John Andrews moving on to the All-Star race. As we are in the final lap in stage 2. Bouchard trying to hang on. Just one more turn left for John Andrews. Does he have enough? And it looks like he's not going to be able to catch the 8. And here comes Daniel Bouchard. He's going to be the second driver to lock his spot into the All-Star race. Daniel Bouchard makes his way into the All-Star race as the second driver to make his spot lock his spot into the race itself. So there you see Daniel Bouchard gonna lock himself into the All-Star race with that stage 2 victory. And here's how the rest finished as well in the segment, as we're gonna prepare ourselves for the final 10-lap caution-free segment to determine who gets in the All-Star race. So don't go away. Alrighty guys, it is now time for the big final 10-lap stage in the All-Star Open. It's going to be a good one because one more spot on the line here in the All-Star race up for grabs, and it's going to be a fun 10-lap caution-free segment. It's all or nothing for the final spots into the All-Star race. It's going to be a fun final 10-lap stage here in the All-Star race. All-Star Open. So it's going to be huge. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. All-Star race. All-Star Open. Final spot up for grabs. Green flag is in the air for the final stage. 10 laps. And John Andrews is up and running. And there will be no cautions again, so if they wreck out, it's over. Here comes Andrews. Gonna try to hang on here. And Matt Gomes in second. There's Isaiah Bernash. A lot of big names we are probably not gonna, we may or may not see in the All-Star race. A lot of big names are gonna miss this race, are gonna miss the All-Star race, so they're gonna have to give it all they got. Matt Gomes was running most of the front all day today, so will he finally get that stage win and get himself into the All-Star race? Oh, it's getting intense. Oh boy, it's getting intense. It's getting insane. It is getting insane. Intense here on the final stages. Gonna be fun. A lot of fun here. They ran 50 laps of this race. Almost 50 they're gonna be running here in the All-Star Showdown. And look at Pichu in fourth. How about Pichu running fourth? He's gonna try to make it in again. He made the All-Star race last year in the Open, the final stage, and he ended up winning the All-Star race itself last season here at Texas. Will he do it again here in this season? Wyatt Thomas blocking his way. Can Wyatt Thomas hang on to the second spot? Pichu's looking low though. Oh, Pichu is looking low. Can he make that move to second? Caution free, but not much wrecking. They're just waiting until the final laps. Definitely waiting till the final laps to happen for sure. To lap number with 6 to go now in the final stage. Wyatt Thomas in second. Can he go to the bottom and can he get the lead? Five laps to go here in the All-Star Open. And John Andrews leading right now, trying to hang on. 5 to go. Can he do it again? Here comes Pichu, though, into second spot. Oh, boy. This is going to be fun. Let's see if Pichu can make that move into the lead. 4 to go at Texas. Oh man, Pichu. You're going to go for second spot. Forrest E. Mars is catching up, though. He might look low. Pichu, though, he won the All-Star Open last year. And he won the All-Star race as well. So he's trying to go for another double sweep here tonight. Here comes E. Mars. Forrest E. Mars on the lead into the second spot now with 3 to go. John Andrews trying the best he can to hang on. John Andrews still trying to pull away. Now Foster Henderson's going for second spot. And Forrest E. Mars battling it out. Stewie Moore as well. Steve Morgan trying to come from behind. 3 wide for second. Oh, they're almost 4 wide now. Here they come with Pichu. And there they go. 77 spins. 77 spins. And there's no caution. There's a big crash in front of them. Will they get out in time and before the leaders come in? Oh man, this is a mess. Final 2 laps. And there are no cautions stopping. Everybody's out in time. White flag, 1 to go for John Andrews. Foster Anderson right behind him though. Here they come to the final lap. Here comes Henderson. Can he make the move to the lead? As we come to the final turn. John Andrews trying to hold up on the high line. Into the final corners. It's going to be between the 5 and 17. The 5 tries to pull ahead, and he does on the high line. John Andrews, he's going to be the last driver in the All-Star race. John Andrews is the last driver in the All-Star race. He holds off Foster Henderson on the final lap. And John Andrews is in the All-Star race. Oh my goodness. A close call there for the 5 team as the 17 was trying to make that move on the bottom. John Andrews somehow was able to hang on that high line. Somehow, someway he held on, and John Andrews is the last driver in the All-Star race. Wow, what an intense finish there in the All-Star Open. John Andrews is going to be in the All-Star race. Take a look at the final results on the left of your screen. It was a crazy final stage. But John Andrews is the last driver in the All-Star race, and he'll be joining Ryan Durante. And he will be joining, I believe... Yeah, he's joining in Ryan Durante and one other driver I actually forgot right away. But, yeah, the other drivers are going to be in the All-Star race. John Andrews makes it into the All-Star race, and he's the last driver in. Ryan Durante and Daniel Bouchard, I believe, are the other 2 drivers now in the All-Star race. So Andrews, Bouchard, and Durante are going to be in the All-Star race. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the All-Star Open, and now it's time to begin the All-Star race. Alrighty guys, it is now time for the All-Star race, and here's how the format's going to go down. There will be 6 rounds of the All-Star race, and the first 4 rounds will each run 15 laps. We had a random draw to determine the round 1 starting lineup. Round 2 starting lineup, the field will be actually inverted before the start of round 2. It'll be a random draw. The minimum number of cars will be the top 8. The maximum amount will be the top 12. As before round 2. In round 3, the field will be inverted. The entire field will be inverted. But before round 2, it's going to be between 8 or 12 cars inverted only. And then round 3, entire field is inverted. And then round 4 is another inversion between 8 or 12 cars, again like in round 2. And then in round 5, it'll be 30 laps. Yeah, 30 laps. And they'll be based on the cumulative finish of rounds 1 to 4. The lineup will be determined for round number 5. 30 laps will run round 5, and there may or may not be pit stops. I'll try to add a pit stop or 2 there in round 5, but I can't make any guarantees on that. We'll have to, yeah, I hope for a pit stop round 5. And then the final 10 lap stage is caution free. Finish round 5, finishing order will determine the round 6 starting lineup, the final 10 lap stage round. So it's going to be fun. Anyway, On the pole will be Nathan Ormond in the number 9. On the outside will be the number 16 of Cassidy Reynolds. And there you see row number 2, Salmon Oscon and Owen Miles. And then row 3, Landon Smith Jr. and Alexander Rowe. And then row 4, Zachary Fitzwater, Giovanni Castillo, and Alicia Quillies, Matthew Buss in row 5. Paul Brober, Juan Rodriguez, row 6. Casey Hoyt, Ryan Durante, row 7. And John Andrews and Daniel Bouchard ran out the field of all-star drivers. Very interesting night. It's going to be 15 laps, first four rounds each. 15 laps, and then round 5 is 30 laps, and the final round will be 10 laps. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun, all for bragging rights here. The race winners all competing one another on one stage here in the All-Star Race at Texas. It should be a fun night. And we are green here in the All-Star Race. First lap goes to Salmon Oscon already as he leads the first lap of the stages. It's going to be a big night for these drivers. First round is 15 laps, along with the other 4. The other 3 rounds as well. Then round 5 is 30, and round 6 will be the final 10. Oh, they're running fast, very fast here today. That's what these guys love. They're all running real smooth and fast, and Casey Hoyt has just spun. And that's our first caution of the race, and now they spun again. Oh, bigger crash. Oh, wow. There are no DNFs in the All-Star race, so they'll be back out again, and you just can't keep them down. Oh, who's going to lead under the caution? I wonder. I think it's going to be Landon Smith Jr. Oh my gosh, what a start to this night. This night's going to be really insane. This is going to be an insane night, folks. Look at this 3-wide battle. And there's Casey Hoyt and Giovanni Castillo spinning right in the back. But let's take a look at this wreck first. 3-wide with Zachary Fitzwater, Alicia Quillies, and Salmon Oscon. Into the wall they go after getting the caution flag. Oh, man. It's going to be a crazy rough night for these drivers here today. Oh, boy. Take a look at the wreck with Casey Hoyt. Boy, a shake and bake was just, man, boom, crashing. Oh, they spin a hard hit in the wall for those drivers, knocked out a lot, but there's still a lot of racing to go, though, for those guys. Oh, man. And Landon Smith Jr., I don't know if he's the leader. I think he is. Yes, he is the leader. Landon Smith Jr. will be back to the lead. When we get back to the green, as we're back to the green here at Texas. Halfway through round number 1 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Landon Smith Jr. trying to pull ahead and take the first round victory, but the field will be inverted randomly before the start of round number 2. It's going to be the same before round 4, and round 2, minimum of the top 8 will be inverted, and the maximum of the top 12 will be inverted. So between 8 or 12 cars will be inverted before the start of round number 2. It's not over yet for these guys. All of them that just wrecked out the first round, they're still in it to win this race. There are no DNFs, by the way, in the All-Star race. So they're going to be back in it eventually, and they'll get their cars repaired as if nothing ever happened. They're all fighting for bragging rights. It's just for fun. It's just for bragging rights to see who will survive and who will win this All-Star race. As we see Owen Miles for the lead. He's going to try to take it with 6 to go. And he does. Owen Miles is in the lead right now, and he takes it. Owen Miles is trying to hang on, but Landon Smith Jr. wants to take the lead back. Here comes Landon Smith Jr. into the lead back again with 5 laps to go in round 1. There he goes. Landon Smith Jr. takes it back again. Nathan Ormond in second, right behind him. Paul Barber. Fourth and fifth is Alexander Rowe. There's Landon Smith Jr. trying to win this race, but it's going to be a long night ahead of him. 4 laps to go in round 1. Just the first round, folks, so it's going to be the first of many rounds. Just 4 to go here in the stage. Oh, they're making contact. Oh boy. Three to go here in round number 1. They're already making contact, trying to take second spot away. But we'll see if they can make it to at least the top 8. If they do, they're going to be inverted. No doubt about it, the top 7 will be inverted without any doubt. But it depends on either 8 to 12 positions. They might see to be inverted. They might want to finish in the top 8. At least top 8. So that they would get a shot into the win. Two to go. 2 to go before we invert either between 8 or 12 cars before the start of the segment. Owen Miles down low, and he goes on the bottom, and he takes the lead away as we head to the white flag in the first round in the All-Star race with 1 to go. Owen Miles, Alexander Rowe. We'll see who's going to take the round as Rowe goes on the bottom. Is Rowe going to make the pass on Owen Miles? Still got a chance here on the final corner. He's not going to get there. From the looks of it, looks like Owen Miles is going to win round 1. And here he comes. Owen Miles takes the checkers to wrap up round number 1, and Owen Miles is going to lead the field back again at the end of the first round. So first round is over. Owen Miles takes the first round, and let's take a look at the other cars that are just going to run. 19 just finished, and I think the 1 is going to join in as well. And Casey Hoy was out of the round 1, but he will be back in round number 2. There we go. So that is now official. That's the official standings right here in the end of round 1. And now, let's see how many cars will be inverted before the start of round 2. And there's my randomizer with 8 to 12, so any number between that will be the one that shows up. So let's see how many cars will be inverted for round number 2. And there will be 8 cars inverted for round number 2. So there it is. 8 cars are to be inverted for round number 2, the top 8. So it's going to go from Owen Miles to Nathan Ormond. That'll be inverted before the start of round number 2. So Ormond is going to be on the pole for round 2. Daniel Bouchard is going to be in row 1 as well. And then Paul Barber, Landon Smith Jr. row 2, and then Cassie Reynolds, John Andrews row 3, and Alexander Rowe and Miles will make up row number 4. Drivers 9th and below will start the same position they finished in round number 1. So that is it for round 1, and round 2 is coming up next. Alright, we are back in round number 2, and as I mentioned earlier, the top 8 drivers from round number 1 were inverted. So the driver that was 8th is on pole. That is Nathan Ormond, and 7th will start 2nd. That was Daniel Bouchard. Everyone's back in it, and the rest of 9th and below, they start in the same positions they finished in round number 1. So now we're about to get another 15-lap round in round number 2. And before round 3, the entire field will be inverted. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And here we go to the green in round number 2 of the All-Star race. And I thought I mentioned about the cumulative finish before the start of... Oh, we have a crash. Oh, we'll talk about that later. We have a crash. John Andrews spun. Big crash already on lap number 1 of the second round. And there it is. Unleash Your Quillies into John Andrews. Owen Miles was hit as well. And look at all those cars hit too. Big hit. Big crash here. Matthew Buss is also involved as well as we bring the first caution out. Racing to the line, looks like Daniel Bouchard will be the leader ending to the caution. Alright, we're going to go back to the green with 10 to go here in round number 2. As I was trying to say, the cumulative finishes, we add up all the finishing positions for every driver, and whoever had the lowest number is on the pole. And the second lowest number starts second, and so on. So that's how we decide who's the lineup. And if there is a tie, whoever achieves the higher finish first is going to be the in a better starting position than the other driver. So if there is a tie. So that's just in case of a tie. Anyway, we have just 7 to go in round number 2, and Alexander Rowe and Daniel Bouchard are battling for the lead. Not really going to matter because the entire field will be inverted before the start of round number 3. And guess what? The number 10 is going to be on the pole. Wow, so a benefit for wrecking out is Matthew Buss will be on the pole for the third round of this race. So Matthew Buss is just waiting for this round to end, and he'll be on the pole for round 3. Kind of weird, but there are no DNFs here in the All-Star race. So now they're racing to see who will get the better positions. And we'll get the cumulative finish. Every position matters in this All-Star race to see who gets the best start in round number 5, because the finishing order of round 5 will be the starting order for round 6, the final 10-lap caution-free round. It's going to be all or nothing. 4 to go. Lap car ahead, Unleash Your Quillies. See how that affects the leaders. Oh, wow, they barely pass on by. Wow, that is a real tight squeeze for those 2 drivers in front. But Alexander Rowe, Daniel Bouchard make it through. Oh, that was a close call there. Coming to 3 to go in the final in the second round of the All-Star race. Daniel Bouchard and Casey Hoyt in second. Another lap car coming up as Owen Miles right now, as well as there you see Casey Hoyt goes on the low line for the lead. Samad Oskan trying to follow him in the draft. It's going to be a good one. Is there going to be a lap car in front? Oh man, Hoyt makes it through. Barely makes it through, and they're all trying to make it through the lap car. 2 laps to go. Samad Oskan on the low line against Casey Hoyt. Can Casey Hoyt hold on for the round 2 victory? He wrecked out in the first round, and now he's trying to make another comeback. I mean, in Talladega, he started from the pits, and then he worked his way up to win the race at Talladega, so he's no stranger to comebacks. But will there be another comeback in the cards for the number 42 team? White flag. Here comes the 11, and 11 takes the lead in the end of round 2. Bouchard is going to try to take it away before the end of the round. Here we go, final turn. Here comes Bouchard and Oskan. Who's going to take the low position to start off in round 3? It's going to be Daniel Bouchard. So Daniel Bouchard wins round number 2 in the All-Star race. Oh wow, Daniel Bouchard. I think Oskan just let him go because he knows that the 8 car is going to be starting in last in round number 3 when the entire field is inverted. So I guess the 11 just let the 8 go, and the 8 gets the win in round 2, which I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but the entire field will be inverted. And there you see all the drivers finishing in round 2. So Matthew Buss for being in last place, and since the entire field is inverted, he will start on the pole for round number 3. So when we continue, it'll be another 15-lap round here in the All-Star race. here we go back again in round number 3. And the entire field has been inverted this time around. So, again, it's going to be a very interesting battle to see the drivers in the back now start in the front. And before round 4, we will again use the same format as before round 2, where 8 to 12 cars will again be inverted before the round. So, adds a lot more drama here to this All-Star Race weekend. So here we go. Round 3 is about to go green, and here we go to the green flag in round 3. Matthew Buss in front. Alicia Quilley's in second. And in third place is John Andrews. Will he make it through? Will they make it through without wrecking each other? Because last time on the second lap they wrecked. So it looks like right now they're staying clean. Oh, but they're starting to like bunch up against one another. So it might not be for long. John Andrews has worked his way up. He's going for the lead. He was the last driver to make it into the All-Star race by winning the final stage in the Open. And now we'll see if Andrews can come from behind and win here in this All-Star race. All these drivers all trying to win an All-Star race. Lap 3. In round 3. Third round here in the All-Star race at Texas Motor Speedway. Landon Smith Jr. just took the lead from John Andrews, and Paul Barber is going to try to follow him in the back. Here comes Cassie Reynolds. Can he make the move into the front? And Cassie Reynolds and Nathan Ormond, right now the only group of drivers in this field with 2 wins each. 2 wins each. The 16 and 9. As we are about to start the second half of the season, and the playoffs are just a few races away. So, 16 drivers are going to be in the playoffs, of course. 16. There are already 16 cars already, and this could be the playoff field we could be looking at here in the series. It could be the playoff field we might be seeing. It's going to be a lot of fun for the playoffs this season with only 16 spots up for grabs. So every point matters now. Here comes the 18 of Ryan Durrani. Takes the lead. And he takes it. 10 to go. Casey Hoyt, Owen Miles, all battling for the bottom line. They're going to try to take the lead. And now they're going 3 wide for the lead. Oh, this is going to be tight. Well, we shall see if it sticks. Can they stick with the landing? And looks like for now they are going to stick with the landing. Owen Miles gets the lead. Zachary Fitzwater follows right behind him as well. There goes the Ford, takes that lead away, and he got it. 8 to 8 halfway through here in the third round. All these drivers still intact, but it might not be for long. Oh, this is going to be a crazy one, folks. It's going to be crazy till the end. And wait till you see if we get to the final stage with just 10 laps with no cautions. It's going to be insane. Zach Fitzwater leading the round now. We'll see if he can hang on as Alexander Rose right behind him. Cassie Reynolds as well. Still anybody up for grabs. Here we go. And they are going to invert the field again between 8 or 12 cars like they did before round 2. So they're still going to do that field inversion. And it will be interesting to see how these drivers will race out 3 wide, and they're all trying to get those better positions. Matthew Buss has spun. Matthew Buss has spun around, and there Landon Smith Jr. has wrecked. And we have ourselves a caution here, and the question is, will they run this under green? There's that wreck. Giovanni Castillo was the one that turned him around. And Landon Smith Jr., Paul Barber, All those drivers are going to start in the back. Oh, man. Oh, boy. This is going to be a real tough one for them. But it will make things interesting for those who will decide the starting lineup based on the cumulative finish of all the other stages in the first four. Miles, Durrani, Barber, they're out. So that means I'll have to start from those positions before the round begins. Round 4 begins. So their strategy did not pay off, and now they'll have to start in the back in round number 4. So Landon Smith Jr., he's 13th. He's got to get out of 13th, otherwise he'll have to start there, regardless of how many drivers are randomized in the inversion. It's going to be either between 8 or 12 cars. Fewest we can have inverted is 8, and the most is 12. Coming up is the final lap. And we're going to have one more lap under green here in the round. By the way, they will not include overtime in any of these rounds because there are so many rounds in the first place. There's not going to be overtime in any of these rounds. Even the 5th round will not have overtime if needed. They'll just end under caution as normal here in Intertown 3. And the 6th and final round is going to be with no cautions, with 10 laps, caution free. So, last lap in round number 3, and we are green. So let's see who's going to take the final round here before we invert the field again. Comes Rowe. Here comes Oscon. Let's see who gets to win this round. Getting that first spot is very important because cumulative finish, best one, is the one that will be on pole for round 5. Into the stripe. It looks like it's Alexander Rowe. And he got it. Alexander Rowe just beat out Samad Oscon for the round 3 victory here in the All-Star race. Wow. Close battle between Rowe and Oscon at the end, but it was Rowe that took the round in round 3. So all the drivers have finished, and now let's see how many cards will be inverted before round 4. Back to the randomizer again, and let's see if it's open again, and I believe it is open again. So let's go back to the randomizer. Let's see how many cards will be inverted this time. 12! I swear I said minimum 8, max 12. 8 and 12. Wow. So, okay. So this time, 12 cards will be inverted before the start of the round. That means it goes from Matthew Buss to Landon Smith to Alexander Rowe. And Matthew Buss will be starting in the front again. He'll be starting in first for the second straight round. So Matthew Buss starts starts on pole. Nathan Ormond will start second before the start of round number 4. So anyway, without further ado, about to begin round 4. Alrighty guys, here we go folks in the All-Star race round number 4. And as I mentioned earlier, the top 12 cars, the top 12 were inverted from the last round. So Matthew Buss, who was finished 12th in round 3, he'll be on the pole for round number 4. And after this round, we'll have the cumulative finish for every driver of the first 4 rounds, and the one with the lowest will be on the pole for round 5. So here we go to the green flag and this 15-lap 4th round. And here we go, Daniel Bouchard into the lead. He takes it on the first lap of round number 4. Here comes Nathan Ormond into the second spot. Into the lead, I should say. He's going to look low. And round 5, by the way, I hope to add a pit stop in the middle. Because you just don't know when they're going to pit. I'm going to try to have them pit once or twice, depending on the setting. I'm going to try to have pit stops in round number 5, but they're not going to be mandatory because you just don't know when they're going to be pitting. Lap number 3 here in round 4. Ormond is trying to get by Bouchard. Here comes Matthew Buss. I think with all the starting positions he's been in front, he might be in the front again for the start of round number 5. Oh, there's a crow! Now they're crashing again, and now the 22 and 24 have made contact, and they'll bring out the caution. Oh man, the 22 Owen Miles and Paul Barber 24 were rocking around, and then the 24 just couldn't save it. He goes around, that brings out the caution. Paul Barber spins, and that'll bring out another caution here in round number 4. And racing to the line, Daniel Bouchard is going to take the lead under the caution. Alexander Rowe might have gotten damage from that spin early on. I believe he did. Yes, he got that damage from Owen Miles. So let's get back to the green here in round number 4. And we're about to get back to racing. Daniel Bouchard is going to take it. 7 to go. Bouchard in the lead. He's pulled away a little bit, but here comes Casey Hoyt. Hoyt's in the second spot. He takes it from Matthew Buss. Every position counts here in the All-Star race, as the cumulative finish of those drivers in the first 4 rounds will all decide the starting lineup for round number 5. 6 to go. Here comes 42 Owen Miles. Owen Miles gets to the lead. Can he hold on for it? He's trying to get those big positions, because the lowest number is going to be the one that starts on pole. Hoo boy, it's going to be fun. Five to go in round number 4. Going to be another big race here. Could be a big one here with just 4 to go. Here comes Durrani, second spot. Cassie Reynolds in third, and Nathan Ormond fourth, and fifth, Daniel Bouchard. I'm sure it's going to be all mixed up and all over the place with the cumulative finishes. But again, the ties will be broken by whoever achieved the higher finishing position first. Whoever got there first to the highest position is going to be the one that breaks the tie. Three laps to go. Round number 4 as we head to round 5, and now the 16 Cassie Reynolds is taking second. We'll see if he can catch up to Casey Hoyt. And there's Ryan Durrani right behind him in third place. Here they come. Second spot. Could be good for Casey Hoyt to try to pull away. And now they're going into the wall. Daniel Bouchard to the wall. Landon Smith Jr. has spun. Landon Smith Jr. spins. And that'll end the stage under caution. And there is no overtime in the All-Star race, so this stage will end under caution. Casey Hoyt is going to be the one that leads at the end of round number 4. So there you go. Round 4 is complete. They'll just go around one more time under caution speed to end a round. And again, there is no overtime in any of these rounds because there's so many rounds to keep up. It's gonna take forever if we have overtime in every round. It's gonna take forever to complete. So there is no overtime here in any of the rounds in the All-Star race. So the round is gonna end under caution. Landon Smith Jr. was the one that got turned around, and he gets hit. Look at this, as you see. Oh, Daniel Bouchard was up into the wall, and then he clips the 41, and he goes for a spin. The 41 spins into turn 1, a big crash on the number 41, and oh, he hits Owen Miles. And how did Paul Barber avoid that? I think Paul Barber did not get hit by the 41. How did he avoid him? Oh, and no, he couldn't avoid Owen Miles, though. Just could not avoid Owen Miles, though. And Owen Miles wrecks as well, and that'll bring out the caution to end the round. So Owen Miles going to come around under caution speed to wrap up round number 4. And there you go. Casey Hoyt's going to wrap up round number 4 with the round victory here at Texas. There you go. That'll end round number 4, and then we'll determine the lineup for round number 5. So there you go, session is complete, and there you see the results for round number 4. So it's going to take me a while for me to add up the cumulative finish for everybody, so give me about a minute or two, and I'll be back with round number 5 coming up. Alrighty guys, here we go, at the start of round number 5, and here's how the cumulative finish went. So, Cassie Reynolds had the best cumulative finish of the drivers. He had a cumulative finish of 15. The lowest among the drivers in the field, so he will be starting on the pole for round number 5. Then came Alexander Rowe at his cumulative finish at 22. So he had the second lowest score, and he'll be starting second. And then Samad Oskan is following that with 23 as his cumulative finish. So he'll be third. And then John Andrews was 28. He'll be in fourth. Casey Hoyt's cumulative finish was 29, so he will be starting 5th. And Daniel Bouchard's cumulative finish was 30, so he will be in number 6, in the 6th position. Nathan Ormond's cumulative finish was 33, so he will be starting up in row number 5. And Zachary Fitzwater's cumulative finish was 34, so he'll start right behind him. Ryan Durani's cumulative finish was 35. And Giovanni Castillo's cumulative finish was 38. Juan Rodriguez was 39. And we had a tie between Landon Smith Jr. and Paul Barber. They both got 43 as their cumulative finish. However, Landon Smith Jr.'s best finish among the 4 rounds we had in the All-Star race so far was 5th. And that was the first stage. That was in the first round. And Paul Barber's finish also came in the first round as well. That was 6th. So on that tiebreaker, Landon Smith Jr. will start ahead of Paul Barber. And the last 3 drivers, Owen Miles, Alicia Quillies, and Matthew Buss, all had a cumulative finish of 44. So the tie was first broken by whoever got the higher finish first. That was Owen Miles. Owen Miles was the one that won round number 1 in the All-Star race. And then that tie was broken with that. And then the last tie with Matthew Buss and Alicia Quillies, Matthew Buss broke the tie with the final stage in 4th. His highest finish among the stage, the rounds, was 4th. And Alicia's highest finish was 8th, actually, in the 3rd round. So Matthew Buss' highest finish in 4th in the round got him the tiebreaker over Alicia Quillies. So here we go, we're back under the green flag for the 30-lap 5th round coming up here from Texas. And we are back to the green flag in round number 5. Here we go. And first lap is going to go to Cassie Reynolds. And here comes Casey Hoyt for the lead. And he's got to take it away. This is going to be a 30-lap round instead of 15. And there may or may not be a pit stop. It's not going to be required to be a green flag pit stop because of the physics, of course. You just never know when pit stops might happen under green or yellow. So I can't really control that, so yeah. Maybe a pit stop or 2, we don't know. '18 car goes into the front now, and that is Ryan Durani. Here comes Juan Rodriguez though to take that lead. Juan Rodriguez takes the lead. And now here comes Cassie Reynolds trying to take the lead back again on lap number 5 of this segment. This round. Whoops. I always confuse segment with rounds because usually you refer to them as segments. Well, you might still refer to them as segments though, but yeah, it gets confusing sometimes. I mix them up. That's yeah, that's fine with me. Owen Miles into the lead again. Oh, now they're making contact. Oh, now the one is in the wall. One goes up in the wall, and now he hits the wall again. Oh man, trouble for the one. Juan Rodriguez went up into the wall there, and he still is able to run, but a lot of damage in that one car. Yikes! A lot of damage in that one, and he's dropping way back. And whatever finish happens in round number 5, that's the starting order for round number 6. The final round, 10 laps, no cautions. All in, go big or go home. And here comes 22 car. That is Owen Miles in the lead. Unleash Your Quillies running in second place right now in the All-Star race. And here comes Zachary Fitzwater, third place as well. John Andrews, fourth place. And here we go with John Andrews going down to third. And now we're going to 3 wide in the middle of the pack. And now we're into the almost like a third of the way there here in the 5th round of the All-Star race. Owen Miles hanging on right now. We'll see if he can hang on for the win here in this race. Lap number 10 of 30 now. And well, it continues now. Owen Miles trying to hang on. The top 3 pulling away from the pack. Well, maybe we might see pit stops though in the middle of this stage here. And they haven't pitted all night. They've been trying to stay alive here in this race. Battle for second here with Zachary Fitzwater and Unleash Your Quillies. Let's see who takes second place away. Let's see who's going to get there. And Zach Fitzwater takes second. Oh boy, they're bumping and banging in the middle of the pack now, lap 13. Right in the middle of the pack, all battling for those precious spots, and now it's all or nothing at this point. All trying to get the best spots to start in the final stage in 10 laps. Just one more stage after this to decide who wins the All-Star race, and it's going to be a fun one. 10 laps, no cautions, nothing stopping, nothing standing in their way. There you see the 42 trying to get to over the position, and he does get there. One car still trying to best he can to finish this stage here with that damaged side. Lap 15 here at Texas, as we're halfway home here in this round number 5. Just a halfway point here in round number 5 as Owen Miles continues to lead here. He's trying to hang on for everything he can here to win the All-Star race. There's been a lot of wrecking back and forth between these drivers all night long, and now we'll see who's going to make it through and who's going to win this race. 15 to go. Here we go to 14 to go here in the top three. We're moving on. And there's Landon Smith Jr. into the 5th position. There he goes into the 6th spot, I should say. He's now in the 6th spot right now. And there's Giovanni Castillo in the 5th position. All looking low. Here we go. We'll see if Unleash Your Quillies can take 2nd from Zachary Fitzwater. There he goes. Quillies is going to take 2nd away. There he goes. 12 laps to go coming up here in the 5th round of the All-Star race. $11 laps to go here at Texas in round number 5, and Unleash Your Quillies just took 2nd from Zachary Fitzwater. Don't know if we're going to see pit stops, but it might be near the end, though. I've got a feeling. Might be near the end. Oh, this will be interesting if they have to pit in the final laps, and who's going to be able to go and stay out in front the longest. Should be a lot of fun to see which strategies that these guys will go. If there are pit stops at all tonight. We'll see. 10 laps remain in round 5. And the field has separated a little bit, though, but we'll see who's going to make the move, who's going to be in the front. Will Unleash Your Quillies have anything for Owen Miles? How will the restart be in the final segment in the final round? Nine to go in round number 5. Zachary Fitzwater is going to be the first to take a pit stop. So is Paul Barber. So those two are the first one to be on pit road here tonight. We'll have to see if the other pit drivers have to take their pit stop as well. Here they come. The drivers are heading down to the pits right now. Oh boy, a little contact with Cassie Reynolds and Daniel Bouchard, but they're able to make it through. They're able to make it, and Zachary Fitzwater is away. He has come off pit road, so is Paul Barber. The one car has made his way to pit road, but he has major damage, so he's not going to be in contention to win this one. And now the drivers come to pit road now for their stops. So the pit stops do happen under green as planned, with just 8 to go. Who's out first? Looks like it's going to be Owen Miles. Oh wait, no, it is going to be Owen Miles. Here come the leader, Zach Fitzwater. Is he going to get by Owen Miles in time? Here we go. Could be deciding who gets the better position to start off in the final stage. Here comes Fitzwater, and here comes Miles. Who's going to get there first? It is Zach Fitzwater. He got out first. Zachary Fitzwater out first on the stage in the green flag pit stops, and now we'll see if he can hold on with 7 to go. He might have a chance to hold on with the advantage and with 7 more laps, he's going to try to lead out to the front of the final stage. That final stage, though, is going to be crazy. It's going to be a crazy final stage, though, with 10 laps, no cautions to stop him, all out free-for-all. Owen Miles comes out second, and Zach Fitzwater's strategy, pitting early, worked out in his favor, and same for Paul Barber. They're in the top 5, so, but will the 24 and 5 help each other out in the final stage? And will their strategy work out in their favor? We'll see if the 22 has anything left for the 4 before the start of the final stage. It should be fun. 5 laps to go here at Texas. Coming to 4 laps to go here at Texas. And the fifth segment here in this race. 4 laps to go as we see the 4 of Zach Fitzwater trying to hold on for the lead here in round 5. Just 3 more laps around here until we go to the final stage into the All-Star race. I think Owen Miles is probably saving it for the last stage, I believe. Trying to win here and trying to get this All-Star race win. Zachary Fitzwater, though, he's just letting it all out. He wanted to win an All-Star race again, so he's going to try to let it all out here tonight. 3 to go. Here we go, 2 to go in round number 5. In round 5 here in this All-Star race. And then we get to the big one, 10 laps, final showdown. And I don't think anybody has any chance for the 4, but now they're going to probably have to wait until the final segment, under the final round, and it'll be all in, go big or go home. One more lap in round number 5 here in the All-Star race. Zach Fitzwater, he might have a chance. He will try to hang on and be the leader in the start of the final round. This format has been up and down with many inverts, but we in the end though it's still been an exciting format. Very excited. Anyway, final corners. Here we go. Final corner in round 5, and it's going to be Zachary Fitzwater. It's going to take round 5, and he's going to lead us to the final stage here in the All-Star race. There you have it, folks. Going to quickly go on to the final round, 10 laps, no cautions, and stay tuned. Here we go, folks, the final 10 lap segment here in the final 10 lap round here in the All-Star race. It's going to be all or nothing, caution free. They're going big or going home. Who's going to take the bragging rights of the All-Star race? About to find out as we're about to get the green flag to kick off the final stage here in this All-Star race. Zach Fitzwater leads the field. Let's see who's going to take it though. 10 laps, no cautions. Here we go to the green in the final segment. Unleash Your Quillies trying to take the lead. John Andrews as well. Oh, they're starting to run here right now. Oh boy. Andrews and Quillies leads. Here comes Andrews. Oh, they're beating and banging, and Salmon Ozcon is around. Ozcon just went around. The 11 car spins on lap 2 of the final segment. Oh man, they're gonna be out of this race. Here comes John Andrews, though, into the lead. Is he going to be able to make that move? And Matthew Buss is trying to make that move, too. 3 wide. Beating and banging again. Oh, my goodness. With 8 laps to go. And here comes Matthew Buss. And here comes the 42 of Casey Hoyt. Oh, now the cars are heading to pit road, and more damaged cars in front now. The 11 car, nearly got right into the leaders. Oh man, that 11 car nearly got into the leaders. My goodness, that would have been That was a scary sight to see, but man, what a relief they didn't get hit. Landon Smith Jr. into the lead, 7 to go. Here comes Paul Barber in the bottom. Will the 41 be able to hold him off? And Paul Barber's coming down. Here comes Paul Barber, 6 to go. '24 takes that lead. He's got it. Giovanni Castillo is going to second. Five laps to go. Casey Hoyt into the second spot. Owen Miles third, but Paul Barber is trying to pull away. And Paul Barber's been waiting this moment, trying to get back to victory here. He's been out of the series for a long time, but he won in a close battle at Homestead, Miami. Now he's trying to complete the comeback by winning the All-Star race again. 4 laps to go. Owen Miles trying to win the All-Star race as well. Casey Hoyt, unleash your Quillies, all trying to catch him. Paul Barber might have made the right move at the right time in the final round of the All-Star race. 3 laps to go. Paul Barber trying to complete a comeback here. No more lap cars in front. You can still see the marks from that wreck with Salman Ozkan in that final stage. 3 to go. Casey Hoyt in second, trying everything he can to catch the 24. Casey Hoyt, he came from behind to win Talladega. Will he come from behind to win here? 2 to go. Oh, Landon Smith Jr.'s in the grass, but he is able to hang on for the top 5. Here we go. Casey Hoyt's right down close. He's very close. Coming to the white flag next time by with 1 lap to go. Let's see if Paul Barber can hang on in the final lap in the final stage. Casey Hoyt trying on the bottom and Owen Miles right behind him as well. I think it might be too little too late for these guys. Paul Barber, how about that? The 24 car came from behind and he's going to win the All-Star race. Here comes Paul Barber off the final turn, and he's going to be the Season 43 PLCS All-Star race winner. Paul Barber comes from behind to win it here at Texas. What a race and what a night, and Paul Barber is your winner of the All-Star race in Season 43. An impressive run for the 24 team, and he comes from behind. He takes the win in the All-Star race. And that'll do it here from All-Star Weekend here at Texas, and Paul Barber is the winner here in the All-Star race. It was a great night. It was a night filled of drama, but Paul Barber was able to beat out the field and take the win here tonight at Texas. So Paul Barber is your All-Star race winner, and we will see you guys next weekend as we start the second half of the PLCS season. Until then, we will see you later.